a siren's song, a banshee scream, an eldritch chant that breaks the mind. Voices have power, some more so than others. Whether through curse, bargain, or lineage, there are those whose voices have the power to bespell others. Hello everybody, my name is Tabletop Nephilim, and today I present the Cursed Voice Sorceress origin. Inherently magical voices are a pretty common staple throughout fantasy. Black Canary from DC Comics, Sindel from Mortal Kombat, and Inumaki from Jujutsu Kaisen are all pretty good examples. And yet despite that, we somehow don't have a subclass dedicated around this concept yet. That's where I come in. At level 1 you get an extended spell list giving certain spells at certain levels. At first level you get Sleep and Hideous Laughter, second level you get Enthrall and Suggestion, third level is Bestow Curse and Fear, fourth level is Compulsion and Confusion, and fifth level is Dominate Person and Gias. Gesh? I've heard it pronounced a few ways. Whenever you level up, you can replace one of these spells with an enchantment or necromancy spell from the wizard, warlock, or sorcerer spell lists, in case there's something else that you wanted that fits the theming of the class better but didn't quite make it into the SRD. You also get Cacophonous Voice. Whenever you cast a spell with a verbal component that causes the charmed or frightened condition, you can impose a disadvantage on the first roll against that spell for all creatures affected by it. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus and regain all expended uses at the end of a long rest. At level 6 you get Pierce the Silence. You can use class features and spells that require a creature to hear you even if you cannot be heard, but not if you can't speak at all, like if you're gagged. Quick peek behind the screen, I considered swapping the 1st and 6th level features and making Cacophonous Voice cost a sorcery point to use, but typically with sorcerer subclasses, the 1st level feature is something that you actively use, while the 6th level feature is something that happens passively. Obviously this isn't always the case, but it is kind of a general rule. At level 14 you get Frightful Wail. As an action you can make each creature of your choice within 90 feet of you make a wisdom save, becoming paralyzed for 1 minute on a failure. A creature can repeat the save throw at the end of each of their turns or whenever they take damage, ending the effect on a success. For each creature that you target with this feature, you can spend 1 sorcery point to impose disadvantage against the first saving throw for that one creature. Once you've used this feature, you cannot do so again until you have finished a long rest. Lastly, at level 18, you get Perish Song. As an action, you begin a deadly chant, which you can extend by spending an action on each of your subsequent turns, concentrating on it as if concentrating on a spell. When you begin your chant, and when you maintain it on each subsequent turn, each creature of your choice within 90 feet of you that can hear you must make a Constitution saving throw, or suffer 1 level of exhaustion. All levels of exhaustion caused by this feature go away once the chant ends. The first time you use this feature, you suffer no adverse effects. However, if you use it again before completing a long rest, then you suffer a level of exhaustion once the chant ends. This one doesn't go away, not until you rest. Fun fact, this entire subclass was made as an excuse to make this subclass feature, which was inspired by a Pokemon fan song written about the Pokemon move, both of the same name, written by Trikywi. And in case you're wondering, yes, it is the song you're listening to right now. Now that we've seen what the subclass can do, how well does it multi-class? Cacophonous Voice pairs really well with Conquest Paladin, setting up fear effects for the Aura of Conquest. Beyond that, Pierce the Silence works pretty well with basically any spellcaster. Beyond that, anything that already pairs well with Sorcerer is going to pair well here. The biggest problem with multi-classing with Sorcerer is if you go too far, you're going to miss out on your capstone. And there you have it, the Cursed Voice Sorceress origin. If you'd like to try this subclass out for yourself, it is available on my Patreon, the link is in the description. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this down in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next video. Later!